All right, this weekend we have another competition. This competition is going to be for the state title. We have three images to work on. We have Ubuntu, Windows 7, and I believe it's Windows 8. And we also have two other things that we didn't have before, which was the Cisco Networking Challenge, which is going to be basically questions. Also, we're going to have questions that need to be answered with multiple choice. Also, we're going to have packet tracer questions. So we're going to have to work with packet tracer. For the last 2 weeks, I've been having various students work with packet tracer. I want at least one packet tracer, one Cisco expert I call on every team. And I think at this point I have that now. This is going to be the most challenging round that we ever had because we never had so many things before. We have three images and five additional things that two other additional things we're going to have to do for 5 people are going to be busier out of the 6 people, So it is going to be pretty challenging, but we're going to be up for the challenge. My goal is to have all of my teams, all 5 of my teams, make it to the next round for regional. And I believe with the hard work that we've been doing, I believe that we are going to reach that goal of having all 5 of my teams reach the regionals. And I'm not thinking about the regionals right now. I just want to get past this weekend. So, stay tuned. Okay, you cut off now.
I think the most difficult thing was one of the forensics question. It was had to do with some kind of Perl program or script that was being used as a backdoor to more or less to gain access to the system. So I had to try and find any logs or information that I could find to find the user's password, which was for the hacker's password that was used to log in, which was supposed to be the answer to the forensics question.
Did you find it?
No.
Okay. If things go as they're going right now, every single one of my teams will be eliminated from participating in the platinum round. Right now, my top team is almost 100 points behind the top team in the state, and they just ran into a brick wall. There's nowhere else to go right now. And they're struggling trying to find more vulnerabilities. So if things don't change, and I mean very quickly, everybody will be eliminated from participating in the next round, and the entire season will be over. After all the things that we've done, all the things that we've proven that we could do, all of the hard work we put in, the whole thing will be over with. But, just like with everything else, and this is my opinion, you get out what you put in. And if none of us make it to the next round, it's a very simple reason, and that reason would be we simply did not put the work in to ensure that we make the next round. This round, just like the last round, is proven to be very, very difficult. And just like the last round, we seem to be really good at Ubuntu, and we seem to be very poor at the Windows. We seem to try to do everything manually as opposed to working with things such as system internals. We're not using the tools. I think the top teams are a master of the tools that they're using, and I think those tools save them time. We did not go over the tools enough because we can't go over everything. It's just a lot to this, and the tools was one of the things that we as a group did not go over to try to maybe not master, but maybe to be at least pretty good at it. And I think those tools would have saved us plenty of time, especially system internals. Without the tools, it would be very difficult. So like I said, we only got 2 hours left. We're not even in the running right now. They only taking the top 3 teams of every state, and my top team is has 7 teams in front of them right now. And we still have more than a day to troubleshoot and get other vulnerabilities. So there's going to be other teams that's not even on board yet that won't be on until tomorrow. And there's going to be plenty of other teams that's going to continue to work after we're gone today. So I got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping that these guys really get into what they need to and find the rest of these vulnerabilities so we'll live another day. And at least have one team make it, maybe 2 teams, but for sure the other teams are so far behind that they will not be, not even in the wild card, participating. For me, that's the beauty of it, because just like in life, you won't get anything out of it if you don't put enough into it. Just like in life, you have to outwork everyone else. If you rest on your laurels, then you'll have a problem. So we still got time. I still got faith in these gentlemen and young ladies in there, and I still got faith that we'll come out on top. But right now, the way the timing looks and the points that we're lacking, maybe not that great. So fingers are crossed.